Get ready. It's time to have some fun, Pittsburgh. From KDKA TV studios in downtown Pittsburgh, it's Pittsburgh Today Live.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Monday morning, and it kind of feels like a Monday around
It does.
Yes.
Hi from afar.
Hi from afar. Mikey Hood joining us today in the studio. Heather Abraham is working from home, and a little bit later on, we're going to check in with her to see what working from home with 3 little kids is like.
Oh boy, I'm sure that's a lot of fun.
I'm guessing it's going to be challenging.
Challenging? See, I went with fun, but
Okay. It
maybe a little bit of both.
So we're going to find out.
Yeah.
Heather's going to Skype with us coming up here.
Yeah, but first, we learned this weekend that the social distancing is going to go a little bit longer than what we thought.
Yeah, so now they're talking about April 30th. So, you know, I mean, not surprising news if you were listening to everything, but now we officially know that all of this continues a little bit longer than we first thought. And, you know, everyone's weekend was different because of this.
Oh, yeah, I know mine was.
Yeah, so let's do the weekend rewind. Let's talk about what happened. And, you know, I was talking to you. Both of us had the same experience this weekend where we had a Zoom cocktail hour.
Yes. We did.
Right. So via Zoom, you're talking to people. They're in little boxes, and you know you're there.
Have a little drink.
Have a little drink.
It's almost kind of like you're in the same room, but not
Almost.
really.
Yeah. I mean, I miss actual interactions with my friends, but yeah, we had a good one last night and a good one Friday night. So.
Oh, so you had 2.
Yeah, I had 2. Yeah.
Look at you, party animal.
Party animal. All right. Well, some of the other things we want to share with you. So at this point, you have to kind of get creative in the kitchen sometimes. So we did Friday evening. It was this chicken that we made.
Well, that looks good.
It actually turned out well, but we didn't know what we were doing when we did it. You know, so there's mushrooms and thyme and some other stuff in there. And then, of course, for us, we wound up watching a lot more television than I think we normally would. We watched the movie Rocket Man, the Elton John movie, and so afterwards, Gary was inspired.
Oh,
and he rarely plays the piano at home unless we have company over. So he decided to play a little bit. So let's listen because I got my camera out and recorded.
Of course you did.
By his talents. I mean, and so he, you know, he has no music in front of him. He's just playing this.
Look at all of the Emmys on the piano there.
Well, yeah.
That's, I mean, I'm counting at least 10.
All right, thanks, Mikey. I didn't mean to show those off. I just wanted to show off my husband Gary because it's just wonderful when he plays the piano like that. So
I
we
love
just wanted
that.
to share it.
That's great.
Yeah.
So,
all right, and tell us about your weekend.
Well, I had a good weekend. It started off well. I had this whole fear of missing out, right? So there's this popular Netflix movie. It's a docuseries.
Everybody's talking about this.
Everyone is watching it. So because I saw it on social media, I'm like, I have to see what this is all about. This is called Tiger King, and it's a true crime docuseries, and it features the life of Joe Maldonado Passage, better known as Joe Exotica, and he owns the GW Zoo in Oklahoma, which is a private zoo, and he raises tigers. And it exposes this whole story and this whole life of people who own big cats. There's a whole society just dedicated to this, of people who own these private zoos. And so it has all of these twists and turns, and every 5 minutes, it's just like something new.
How many episodes are you in at this point?
So I'm 7 episodes in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 7. No, I'm sorry. I'm 6 episodes in. I have 1 more to go.
Yeah. You were binge.
I mean, it's pretty much a train wreck, the whole series. Yeah. It's just a train wreck, so it's a lot of fun.
It's
you
a
have
lot
to
of
get
fun.
into it. You
That's
have to watch it.
All right, I will, since you recommended it. And you know what else? I know something else you did this weekend because you posted it on social media.
I sure did, yeah. So I don't know if this was like Friday. Yeah, I think this was Friday. I was working from home and I just needed a break. And so I got in on this TikTok challenge. Wiz Khalifa, his song, Baby Come Give Me Something. I guess it went viral on TikTok, and so you kind of do the dance along, and I had a good time. It lifted my spirits.
See, no one would ever want to see me dance to this or dance to anything because I am not gifted like that. But you look good.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. That was good.
All right.
Felt good.
Well, time now to check in with Heather Abraham and find out how her day is going because she's working from home all this week. But how much work can you get done whenever you have 3 little kids? I don't know.
Well, I feel like she has a strategy.
She does?
Yeah,
okay. Oh, here she is.
Here's Heather.
Hi, Heather. How's it going from home?
So funny. How's it going? Well, we're kind of losing our minds a little bit, I would say.
Well, that's probably normal. I think that's true of all of us to some degree right now, right?
Can you say hi, Rocco?
Hi,
So
Rocco.
adorable. I just love him.
Oh, he always looks happy, or inquisitive.
Oh, hey. Mikey, you rocked that TikTok, girl.
Thank you, Heather. I tried. It was hard to kind of, stay on beat, but you had to. That was my first time. That was my first TikTok video.
You've inspired me to try a TikTok challenge now.
You should be next.
She's on TikTok. Heather Abraham is a TikTok pioneer.
She's the one who made me aware of TikTok, so I owe all this to you, Heather.
Oh, well, cheers. And I'm also watching Tiger King. I've only watched one episode. The 3 kids can't really watch that with them.
It gets crazier and crazier. Once you think it's really crazy, it gets even worse.
Well, you said it's a train wreck, I think was her
yeah.
exact quote. So that tells you something. Hey, people always follow your lead, Heather Abraham. And so we have some pictures of when you made calzones. So this was Frankie's recipe for calzones, right?
This is Frankie's recipe, yeah.
Yeah, and so some viewers sent in pictures because they actually followed the, although they kind of made it their own too.
Sandy sent them in, and I actually know Sandy.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do. I know Sandy, and she sent them in, and she said her and her husband, they loved making these, and they were delicious, the calzones. So.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
All right, you got approval on this. Tell Frankie.
Oh, look at him! Yeah, this is so cool. You know what? They really are that good, though, and so I'm glad to see that somebody actually wanted and was inspired to make them.
So what's your day gonna be like?
Lila, come on. I
can
hear
Lila wants to get in on the action.
Like, I just have to go upstairs to get something. I'm not going to do anything. I just want to go upstairs.
What's your day going to be like, Heather? Give us like an itinerary of what your day, or do you have any idea what your day will be like?
Yeah, because you're up and dressed already, so you're winning so far.
I knew
there she is.
Here. So this one has to do school, so we're going to be homeschooling her. She has her pencil ready. Oh, Rocco's a big fan of pulling hair. So we're going to try and find time to do some schoolwork. I mean, we've said...
Oh.
Okay.
Shout out to all the teachers. This has been so hard for them to try and come up with these virtual lesson plans for parents at home to try and teach their kids. And now we're hearing it may even go longer through April.
Yeah.
So that's been really difficult, and it's been hard, challenging on us because both Frankie and I work. We're in essential businesses, so we're trying to figure out how to make that work for us here at home. And then basically just survival. That's just it. That's what we'll do.
All right. Well, I have confidence in you. I know that you can pull this together.
I do too, Heather.
Oh, there's everybody. Hey, I even saw Frankie for a second. Did you tell Frankie his calzones are a hit?
Yeah, your calzones are.
Hey, Frankie.
Hey, Frankie.
Oh, that's great.
All right. Well, thank you so much for checking in, Heather. And we're gonna ask the question, "How's Heather?" every morning and check in with her and see how it goes.
Every day, baby Rocco.
All right. Bye, Heather.
Bye, Heather.
Good luck. Bye, Rocco.
Aw, just love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we want to encourage you to do something. We want to see your mugshot. That's what we want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to see your mugshot, not this kind of mugshot. Yeah, here's our Al Capone mugshot. We know that so many of you are at home right now because of all these changes with coronavirus. So a lot of you are probably hanging out with your coffee mug in the morning. So we want to see a picture like this. No, not like
Not
that.
like that.
Like the next one. The next one, yeah. But there, anyway, we want to see, there you go.
There we go.
Yeah, we want to
Oh,
see
look at you.
this
That's a good
picture.
picture.
Yeah, so send us, post us on the Pittsburgh Today Live Facebook page, your mug shot. Maybe you have a mug that's funny, has a funny saying on it. Maybe it's a sentimental mug, you know, but share with us
This
and
might
let us know.
this might cause a big frenzy around the PTO mugs because so many people want these already.
I know, and you know what? And we are working out to try to find a way that we can sell these to benefit the Turkey Fund. And in fact, we were close to being able to announce something whenever you know, all this happened. And so hopefully, whenever we get past it, we'll be able to do that. But I know every week people ask, how can I buy a PTO mug?
This is a hot commodity.
And we thought, you know what? It would be a great way to raise money for the Turkey Fund. So hopefully, we will have an announcement for you coming up in the weeks ahead with all of that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right, well, coming up, as we mentioned, today is National Doctors Day. So it is very fitting that we're talking with a top doc on the front line in the fight against coronavirus. We will ask him what he's seeing and get answers to your questions, and also thank him and his fellow healthcare workers for all they're doing right now.
Yeah. And we know many people are scrambling to feed their families these days, but there's another big need for parents, diapers. Ahead, how to get and give help through a local diaper bank.
And then something fun, an easy craft for anyone looking for maybe a little distraction for themselves or their family. We will show you how to make it using, of all things, toilet paper rolls. Yes. All right, stay with us because we're on a roll on this March 30th. Thanks for watching PTL. We're going to be right back.